Well, hello, sunshine. Laura Ashley Abraham here, and this is your energy forecast video for the beginning of November through mid-November. Although I'm going to be covering a lot. So we have a lot to unpack for the month. I can't even tell you how excited I am about this energy forecast video. I don't know if I've ever been as excited as I am to do this, and I'm not really sure exactly why. Um, but it feels really magical right now. It feels like there is so much potential happening in the energy. And so I'm going to, go through that. I'm going to break this down for you. I'm going to tell you what you can expect for the next couple of weeks. But I did want to just say thank you to all of you who reach out to me and who let me know how these energy forecasts really help you. I know I get, people that will tell me that they'll listen to this over and over and over again. And it really is a good idea because there's a lot in it. And what I've noticed is actually you will resonate sometimes with it later on. Like in a couple of weeks, you'll look back and you'll be like, oh, yeah, now it makes sense about what came up now. So if things don't resonate with you, that's okay. Don't try to make anything fit. This is a general reading for everybody. And I'm going to do my best to, tell you overall what you can do for the next couple of weeks and just kind of prepare you for this month because there's a lot that's going to be happening and there already is a lot happening. First of all, I did want to also say thank you to everybody in my heart healing course that signed up and that participated and that, was in it. It was one of the most beautiful things that I've ever put my time and my energy into. And it was a culmination of years and years and years of my own personal journey. So if you were not able to participate or take the heart healing course, I'm going to be doing that again in the new year at some point. Probably in February, I will run it again. So just kind of keep an eye out for that. I have some really other exciting things that I'm going to be doing in the next couple months too. I don't have dates yet for you. When I do, I will let you know. So just keep in mind that I'm going to be doing some more classes or courses or something. All right. And when I have more details for you, I will let you know. So let's get into your reading. I am going to be using a new deck, not necessarily a new deck, but a different deck than I usually use. And I am going to do a Celtic cross spread. But before I do that, I want to just break down a little bit about this month. Now we have a new moon, which is November 1st in Scorpio, okay, and which is the season right now that we're in. And Scorpio season brings about change. It's also a water sign. I am not an astrologer, so I'm just going to kind of give you some basic key points that you need to know. But as it being a water sign, you're going to notice that there's more emotions that are coming up for you right now. For people around you, you may feel more emotional. You may just like start getting, crying and you're like, why am I so emotional or upset about this? Or why is this bringing so much up? It's because there's a lot of cleansing and healing that's taking place right now. And what I want you to do is really to embrace that and just let yourself experience the emotions and let those flow through you without getting attached to them. So we have this energy of change. It's like there's so much change that's happening. And a lot of times that can be a really scary thing, but it can also be a really good thing. And I just want you to know that because we have, this election that's coming up, which is going to be intense. I'm not going to give you any predictions about what I think, but I will tell you whatever happens, I want you to remember that it's happening for everybody's highest and greatest good, no matter what it is. And that's going to be a difficult thing for a lot of people to really be able to, when you see it and things are like, well, now what kind of, what do we do? Either way, no matter what happens, it's important for you just to remember that it is meant to happen the way that it's happening and that it is going to bring change, which is the season we're in. And it is going to bring with it upheaval. I will say that, because there will be people who, are not happy about it either way, and there will be some division. Now, your goal in all of this is going to be able to keep yourself in a state of knowing that everything's going to be okay, and to not get caught up in fear. Regardless, no matter what happens, do not let yourself get caught up in fear. That's going to be your main goal. And to keep your emotions in check, because emotions are going to be heightened. You may already have been noticing that in the last few weeks, there's been a lot of emotional energy coming up. So it's like something might trigger you, and you might get really upset about something, and you're like, wow, where did that come from? It's because we're working on clearing out old stuff, old patterns, old things that don't work anymore, old paradigms, right? So, and we're moving into a space of new, which is what we're in right now with this new moon. But we're also moving into a new paradigm shift. We're moving into um, the age of Aquarius. We're moving into this new vision for what we want our world to look like. But with that, it can kind of bring up a lot of the um, stuff that is, difficult. And with that, it's going to cause a lot of change. And change can be uncomfortable. And a lot of times it's like, we want to kind of keep things, we want to control things. And that's where you're going to have to really be able to let go. And that's going to be hard for some of you to do, to let go. But as you let go, and as you trust the process, and as even if you don't understand it, and you don't know how it's happening for everybody's highest and greatest good, there are reasons behind it. So your work is to focus on taking care of yourself this month, um, focusing on you. And if there is some type of action or something that you feel like you need to take, then absolutely take action, because that's going to be another key component, right? If there's something that you want to create, or something that you want to do and put your energy into, a person, a job, some type of passion project, you want to go for it. Okay, this is going to be the month where you're really going to want to do that. And if you don't know what direction to go in, that's okay too, because we're still not seeing everything yet. It's like part of the energy that's happening is, it's like things aren't being revealed exactly yet. And it's going to take a little bit of time for you to be able to see clearly which path or which direction you want to go in. So right now you might have like a lot of options, or you might be thinking, I don't really know what I want to do. That's okay. Just wait it out. You're going to know. That's what this new moon is all about. And the energy in Scorpio too is what is working and what isn't working. And this has been happening for a while. I've been talking about this too, but this month is it's what I heard before I got on here, and I'll tell you, is they said, believe the impossible, believe the impossible. And that's a huge statement. So believe in your dreams, right? Believe in what it is that you want to create, and put your energy and your time into that. And it may be small steps. And again, if you don't know, ask for clarity, because this is going to be a time when you're going to start to get more clarity about what your next steps are moving forward. Um, this is a transformational month for us individually and collectively, globally. This is a time when there is a lot of healing that is taking place. So, like I had said earlier, there is emotions that are coming up. There are emotions that are coming up. There is um, like a reflection energy, where you're looking at the past. So you may be feeling a little bit of nostalgia, what things worked and what things didn't. So there may be a lot of kind of going back into the past, and you may be feeling again more emotional about things that have occurred. And there could be reconciliations with people from your past. And there could also be where, you're like, yeah, that isn't serving me any longer, and I'm really going to be able to do the healing work, and I'm going to let go and move forward. So there's quite a bit of um like almost like a mix of energy. It's like you're looking at, what do I want to do? What do I want to take with me moving forward? It's like, thank you for the lessons that you've taught me. Thank you for the things that you have shown me. And, I'm willing to release that situation and move forward now. And or you're looking back and you're like, you know what, this person or this situation, I really want to work on healing this. I really want to, make this situation better in some way. And so you may be feeling that way too. And if you do, then take the action steps to do that, to resolve it. That's what's coming up for all of us. It's, you know, what have I done up to this point that I'm proud of? And what do I want to do moving forward to kind of create the future that I really want to have? And that's why this is such an intense energy right now. And I love it. For me, it feels very expansive. It feels like, again, what I heard from my guide saying to you was believe in the impossible, which is a huge statement for them to make. They've never really said anything like that before me getting ready to do an energy forecast reading. So I love, what they're bringing forward for all of us, and what they want. What your guides and your angels want is for you to really focus on, what do you want to put your time and your energy into growing for your future? Really, where do you want to put your efforts? Not putting pressure on yourself like, oh, I have to get this done and I have to know and I have to figure it out. You don't. If you don't know what you want to do, that's okay. This is a perfect time for you to set your intention in the new moon in the next couple weeks. What do you want? You can say, I would like to your guides and angels, I want to have clarity about what it is that I want to do going forward. Show me something, give me a sign of what direction to go in. And in the next couple of weeks, you are going to see that. And we on the 15th, again, we have a full moon. So it's like that's going to activate that timing as well. But right now we're having a new moon. So this is a perfect opportunity to kind of plant the seeds and to set intentions for what you're looking for. So again, if you don't know, that's okay. Just angels and guides, show me what my next, direction is. Bring forward a very clear path for me. And you'll know, just set the intention that that's what you would like for them to reveal to you. Um, and if you already do know and you have an idea, start taking steps and actions towards that goal. And the other thing that they told me was, write down on a piece of paper the things right now that you want to release, because with a new moon, that's it. You're setting intentions for what you want to create moving forward. So on a piece of paper, on one side of the paper, on the left side, write down the things you want to release and let go of. It could be fear. It could be, I want to release a situation, or I want to let go of pain. I want to let go of whatever it is that you're holding onto, any situation that you really feel like you're ready to release and let go of. Put that down on your paper, and then write down on the other side of the paper, on the right side, what you want to manifest. I'm ready to manifest this. And you can say, I call in compassion. I call in love. I'm ready for love. I'm ready to open up my heart chakra to love. I'm open to abundance and prosperity. I call in, because you are setting the intention and using those words. Words are very powerful. In this cycle, I intend to, you can put that down as well. So using those words, and as you write, you are manifesting, you're creating. So, but don't worry about when you're releasing things too. You're putting that down because you're like, yeah, I've learned the lessons, I've learned the things that I needed to know from the past, and thank you. Okay, gratitude for those things, those situations. And then planting these seeds for the things that you actually do really want to manifest. So I wrote down some notes here, and I just want to make sure that I have, yeah, we're out of eclipse season. We are going to be going into retrograde November 25th through December 15th. Okay, so we're not in retrograde. right now. And we have a lot of movement. I mean, can you believe it? We're in November. We have Thanksgiving this month, and like the holidays are here and things are going to fly. So do your best to take care of yourself at this time too. That's a big one. It's like giving to yourself, really nurturing yourself, nurturing your priorities. What are your priorities? And that might be what you want to put down for your intentions right now. So I'm going to go ahead and start to pull some of the cards for you, and let's just see where they take us. I know I kind of talked a lot about it, but it was very important. I mean, this is a very significant energy right now in a time where it's important to find your center and your balance, and not let what's going on in the world and the events and stuff scare you and get you all like worked up. That's why this is such an intense energy, because it is going to be bringing out a lot of things that need to get healed in the world. So it's not just within us what needs to get healed, it's globally, it's within the world. And so that's why you may be feeling a little bit more intense. But hold your own energy, hold your own space, and trust and know that whatever it is that you want, even if it's difficult to see in the outer world, that you can create what you do want to create. And it may be, kind of thinking about what you would like to do within the next year. What goal do you have for the next year? We're really setting the intentions for that. So again, I just keep hearing, don't put pressure on yourself about, oh, I have to get this done, or I have to figure this out, or I have this time frame. It has to be done right now. I'm hearing for you, you need to really let go of that. Let go of a time frame and set the intention. This is what I want to create, and cultivate the energy around that feels good to you, and put your energy into the things that feel good to you right now. It could be very simply cleaning things up, getting rid of things, buying new things that feel good, for you to do nice things for yourself, for your home, for your children. Um, Spending time with family, making plans for that. There's a lot of really good energy right now for relationships, and for healing and for growth. And there's also energy for, if something isn't working anymore, you're going to be like, yeah, no. You're going to really be like, no. So listen to the difference in the energy of what you're getting intuitively, because Scorpio is a water sign and it's very intuitive. Okay. So you're going to be having more intuitive insights, and you're going to be feeling that yes or that no very clearly. So listen for that. Okay. So the deck that I'm using, let me show you, the Light Seers Tarot. Okay. I'm going to do this one, and I'm not going to do reverse cards today. I'm going to do, okay, what does everybody need to know? So angels and guides and loved ones, bring forward what is for everybody's highest and greatest good in this reading. So what is for everybody's highest and greatest good to know in this reading? We're just doing a general reading again for everybody for the next couple of weeks in this November energy. Let's see what they bring forward for us. What do we need to know right now? What is for everybody's highest and greatest good right now? Okay. Right. How fun. Don't you love it when I say that? How fun, right? Oh my goodness. Holy moly. Oh, wow. This is really, really incredible energy. Okay. See, it's like I can feel it. It's just like, oh, I don't know. It just feels magical for some reason. So, okay, so the first couple cards that I have, I'm going to tell you, like, this is the overall energy. So we have the 10 of Cups, which is happy family. This is the energy. This is what you're looking for. This is what you're trying to create, right? Happy family, home life, things, working themselves out, everybody, getting along, harmony. Um, Overall, you have the Knight of Cups, which is, this is like, this could be connected to romance, but it doesn't have to be. This is about loving yourself. This is about doing something good for yourself. That's the Knight of Cups. Um, you know, every card that I pull too, I really want you guys to really look at and see if there's anything that jumps out at you that feels that it is, in resonance for you or with your situation, because that's where you're going to be using your intuition. I've been doing that a lot on the cards of the day, and I feel like it's been really helpful for everybody too. Um, so the Knight of Cups is about action, okay? It's about doing something, making progress. It is about some type, and it could be again some type of, you're giving love to somebody, spending time again with family, with friends, a very harmonious energy. All right, or that's what you're looking for, right? That's what you're wanting to create here. And then we have the overall energy as well with this situation is the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups, she's walking. This is not necessarily male or female, okay? But this energy is where this person, you, are walking into your future, kind of trying to like, yeah, you know what? I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to start new. I'm ready to open myself up to new experiences, new things, new ideas, new places, right? That's the energy of what you are in right now. And then in the past position, we have the Page of Swords. So this is about learning. It's almost, it can be connected with a younger person, but to me in the past position, like for instance, a child, or your younger self, it's like you have been learning things. You have been, because see how there's books, she's holding a book, and then there's all these ideas that she's holding on to. So there's all these thoughts and these things that you're like trying to figure out almost like, what do I do? Which direction do I go in? um how do I make this happen, this dream or whatever it is, this goal? How do I create this in my life, this harmonious situation? And that is the energy that you are now moving and carrying forward, which is a good thing. Okay, and then overall we have the King of Cups. So this is again somebody who is um, very comfortable, right, in their own skin. They are able to communicate their emotions, very emotionally stable, somebody who is like there for you. This is showing you too, and this is in the present position. Even though it's a male, this can represent you too, or this could represent somebody that's in your life that's very stable, that's very emotionally available for you. And there is, notice too, on the cards, some of the different things maybe that you notice, like I see in the background, like the sailboat. So it's, calm waters. This is about like calm energy. And notice how he has his eyes closed. He's like in meditation or deep thought. And he's kind of trying to, and this can connect with you, trying to like find this inner balance, right? This inner tranquility, this space within you of what it's almost like a very peaceful energy. What do I want to do? Which direction do I want to go in? How do I achieve my goals? How do I attain my goals? So again, it doesn't necessarily mean male or female, but it's a very powerful energy. It's like you stepping into and owning your authentic power, at the height of your um intuitive abilities, at the height of your skills. It's like a skill set, it's like you're very strong and confident and feeling like, yep, this is the direction that I want to go in. So this could be again you, or this could be connecting to somebody that's in your life, whether it's a father figure, a significant other. It could also connect as well with because it's in the current position of like a situation that you are needing to put yourself into the that stability, right? It's like a stability, it's a grounding space. It's like I want to be I want to feel like I have this stability, basically, is what I'm hearing, this stability. this foundation, this very strong foundation. And I want to build on that. That's what that card is representing to me in the position that it's in. And then moving forward, this is like in the future position. We have the Hermit card. You know, as I'm looking at all of the energy too, it's like this Hermit card is in the future, and this card is about tuning into your intuition. It's about going within. It's about taking the time to really figure out what it is that you want. And that's the position that we're really in. And this is very interesting because, you know, he's sitting there and he's like trying to figure out, what do I want to do? How do I move forward? What are my next steps? Which is where you are right now. You're trying to figure that out. You know, what do I do? Where do I go? What are my next steps? And notice how there's like a little lantern on there and there's some light around her. She's just sitting there, very peaceful, just like he is. It's a very peaceful energy. It's like, I'm not going to let what's going on out here affect me in here. I'm going to hold my own um strength. You know, I'm going to ground in my strength, and I'm going to trust in myself. And that's what this energy is. And I'm not going to take any steps until I'm ready, until I know what my next steps are, until I really feel guided to take these steps forward. I love these cards. I just think that they're so incredible. I love the energy in them. So I feel like with the Hermit card too, which is a major arcana, which is like major life events, things kind of, which is what you're going through in the next couple of weeks too. This is a very like going within card. It's a really listening internally. What do I need to do? And you've had all these thoughts, right? You've had all of this thinking. You've like been trying to figure out, what do I do? You know, where do I want to put my energy and my time? But right now there's some reflection. There's some energy of having to really sit with and figure out, what is it that I really do want? And how do I go forward? How do I attain or achieve my goals? And it may take a little bit of time for in the next couple of weeks for this, even in this month, okay? Like in this month, November, into December and into January, because this energy that I'm tuning into is really, even though I'm doing the reading for this, for these 2 weeks, it's really connected to the next few months. And so again, you might kind of come back to this and you might be like, yeah, you might go in and out of this energy a little bit for the next few months, but you are going to get clarity. Okay. I'm hearing you're going to get some very clear direction on what you want to do and where you want to go. It may take a little bit of time for things to align, and for solutions or for answers or for like the next steps to kind of become available for you to like actually do it. So you might have to take some time to think through, what are my next steps? You might have to do some research. You might have to ask some questions. You might not have all of the pieces to be able to do exactly what it is you want yet, but you are going to be there is going to be movement. It might just not be as fast as you want it to go. So I don't feel like necessarily, it's not like delays. It's more about things need to align, okay, in whatever it is, whether it's a job or a position or within your family dynamic. It's like there's some things that need to work themselves out because there's a lot of moving parts. I'm seeing like those, you know, like those like timepieces, you know, like in a clock, like all of the things turning and all of the parts. There's a lot of moving parts in there. So it's not just necessarily with you. It's like you want everything to align so that it works out what in the best way possible. So if it feels like there's a delay, it's only because things are working themselves out in the universe to make it even better for you. Okay? So just keep that in mind. Then we have in your power position, we have the Six of Cups. And we have four more cards I'm going to go into. Okay, so we have, this is your power and what's going on in your life. I love this card. The Six of Cups is like, again, it's a very like happy family energy too. But It's about like almost like it is a nostalgia card. It is looking back into the past. It's about children. It's kind of like, what do I want to give or what do I want to create for my future? I almost feel like generational. So there's some generational healing that's taking place as well, where you're healing some generational karma. You're working through some things where you're helping with what you're doing right now to help change the future for your children, to help change the future for whether this is like with spiritual work, you're helping to change things in your family lineage, but also for other people. It's like there's a lot of energy around this card specifically of you're doing things differently. You're being guided to do things differently. Let me say that. And not everybody around you is going to want to make those changes. You may have people around you that are resistant to it. And you may be like trying to kind of pull them or be like, why don't you see this as a good thing? And like wanting to grow, okay, grow emotionally, um, to have like the things like in your life that you want. So like, going on a vacation or like something that really means something to you. You might be looking at it and saying, yeah, you know what? I'm going to change these things. I'm going to do these things. I'm going to start putting money away. I'm going to start saving to be able to go on this trip. But somebody around you may not be in alignment with that, is what I'm hearing. And so you may have to you may struggle a little bit with that with because there may be some resistance is what I'm hearing from other people around you. And you're going to have to get really clear with yourself about, are you okay with them not necessarily being on board with what it is that you want? And really look at, are you in alignment, right? Are you in alignment? And this is a very interesting thing that they're showing me. It's like you're having to, okay, thank you. They're bringing forward, you're having to walk your talk. You're stepping into, are you going to walk your talk? And as you do that, I feel like that's what's going to start to change or shift things in your experience, even if other people necessarily aren't on the same page with you. This isn't necessarily even what this card is about, but it's interesting how they're bringing it forward to me. And again, this generational thing that you're changing how you are viewing your family and how you're viewing what you want to experience in your life, where you want to put your money. This is cups. I mean, we have a lot of cups here. Cups is emotions and love. Where do I want to put my love? Where do I want to spend my time? Who do I want to spend my time with? How do I want to live my life? And what do I want to show my children? How do I want to show up so that they can see a better way of doing things? And again, if you don't have children, it's not even necessarily about that, but it's like, I want to live my best life energy is what I'm hearing. And stepping into the energy of that. And that takes a lot of courage. Okay. So I'm hearing a lot of courage, a lot of strength, a lot of fortitude. It's like, I'm hearing like, go for it. Don't hold back on what you want because you have the potential to really get it. You have the potential to get it right now. The energy is like, it's like an open door for you. It's like, yes, go through the door, walk through the door. Very interesting. This card is the Judgment card, which is a major arcana card. This is like major life events. This is in the environment. This is in the things around you. So it's like this is a karmic card. This is things being revealed to you. It's about releasing. There's so much with the Judgment card. It could be releasing judgments that you have of yourself. There's forgiveness. With this card, it's really, there's a lot of forgiveness, needing to forgive yourself, needing to forgive other people, bringing in love, allowing yourself to love, to be open, to be receptive. There's a lot of like trust that comes with this card as well. And it's interesting because it's almost like if you can see like kind of freeing herself to like just be free, just like let go and just like be who she wants to be. That's the feeling of that card. Not holding yourself back anymore. Okay. So even if other people, right, aren't in alignment with what it is that you want, allowing yourself to do that. So it could be potentially, and I keep hearing harmonious, like harmony, being in harmony with yourself and going into this hermit space to figure out what it is that you want. Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? How do you want to show up in the world? What type of job do you want to do? What do you want to create? Um, and letting yourself just have whatever that is, like getting into alignment with whatever that is, whether it's just being at peace, um freeing yourself. I keep hearing freeing yourself. The judgment card is freeing yourself from holding yourself into this space that maybe you have felt like you've been holding yourself in for a very, very long time, and you're willing to really see the truth of the situation, and you're willing to really let go, because this is in the fear position, the Six of Swords. And it's like she's like, I don't want to be doing that anymore. I'm willing to let it go. I'm releasing the things that um just don't work anymore. And she's getting close to like the shore, she's like, I've been through enough. It's like I want to arrive at this place that, I've been wanting to be at it a really long time. And I don't want to hold a space for my fears anymore. So that's what this represents too. It's like I'm willing to release my fears now. I'm willing to let go, and I'm willing to step into this future that I know I can have. And this is about, there is a trust factor with this too, but there is see the birds, like they're leading her way. And these represent to me, like those blackbirds, they represent magic. It represents, you have like, just let spirit lead the way. Let your guides and your angels show you the way. Let them create that path. It's like she's getting ready to get out of the boat. It's like she's almost to the shore and she's like, I've arrived. I'm here. I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to do this. The next card, which is interesting, is the overall card. And I did pull two cards, but it is the Fool card. It is the beginning of the deck, the tarot. It's a new adventure. It's a new beginning, which is interesting because we have a new moon. So it's like you can do whatever, you can create whatever. You have the energy to start over. We've just completed a cycle, we're out of a major long cycle. Um, and we're starting fresh. And it's like it is about having that childlike perspective and allowing yourself to create, or allowing yourself to even imagine the future, imagine the life that you really want to create. You have the ability to do it. There's so much energy right now that is supporting what you want to create. I can't even tell you. It feels so expansive. But again, the outside world, we're going to have a lot of changes that are going to be coming forward. So it's like very important for you to not get wrapped up and not get caught up in the fear. This is saying you have the ability to do that. You are a new fertile ground. It's like what you want to create, you can create. You can have that. And you may have to look at things from a different perspective. You may have to really make some major changes, which you probably already have been in the last few months. It's been lots of changes, lots of things, a releasing of things, situations, beliefs, limited beliefs that you may have about yourself or what's possible. and allowing yourself to be really excited, allowing yourself to step into this space of new beginnings, of what's possible. You know, it reminds me, and I don't think I said this. This is so interesting because before I even got on here, I wrote down trust fall. Um, Trust fall, when you fall backwards because you trust in the universe that the universe is going to get you, or that whoever's behind you is going to catch you. That's what this is. Trust that the universe has got your back and that you're going to be okay, and that it's okay for you to have fun and be in a place of happiness. Now, the next card that I pulled is the Seven of Cups, and this is about choices. So you may have a lot of choices right now. You may have options of, and you're not really sure where to go or what to do. That's why I said make sure that you take time to ask your angels and your guides, show me what my next steps are. And I'm in the same thing too. Like I have all of these ideas right now and I'm trying to figure out what do I want to do next. And I know what I want to do, but I'm waiting for the perfect alignment. It's like I don't make the next step until I know and I feel it in me and I'll know intuitively. Same thing with you. So trust your intuition, set the intention, show me, what my next steps are. Make it really clear, give me my direction. But I also want you to be patient in the meantime and do other things, because if you're too worried about it, that you're trying to control it. And I want you to be very aware of trying to control anything right now energetically. You're really going to have to let go. Honestly, in order for things to move, you're going to have to let go. That's what this King of Cups is all about. Go into meditation, take time to rest, go within, clear any energies or any thoughts or beliefs out that need to be released. Go into that, you're going into that hermit place right now. You're going within, you're looking at shadow parts of you and bringing your shadow parts in and incorporating them in, and not letting the fear parts of you lead. Okay. You don't want to let the fear lead. You want to let the part of you that's, I'm ready for this new adventure, which is this card, the Fool card, the new beginning. And you want that part of you to lead, the exciting and the what is possible, and um aligning with whatever your vision is of your ultimate happiness. Because right now it's like you have there's a lot of energy that you're creating for this happy it's almost like there's all this happy energy that's like coming into your life, and maybe you don't see it yet. It's like you don't really fully understand how this is all going to work itself out. That's where like this, just trust fall. Okay. Trust that everything's going to work out how it's supposed to. I love that. Wow, that's pretty incredible. All right. This was a little bit longer than I was anticipating. So um I am going to pull one more card, actually, from the Angels and Aura deck. I was just hearing that. So let me just pull one more card before we wrap up. I do want you to make sure that you take a little bit of time, to sit with this message. You might even want to come back and go back, listen to it again. There's a lot that's in here, and it's deep. That's Scorpio season. We're in this very going deep energy. And you're going to want to listen and hear these parts of you that are trying to talk to you, that there may be resistance, right? There may be fears, and it's like you're needing to kind of talk to those parts of you and get those parts of you on board. I talked a lot about that in my heart healing course. And there's an exercise that I walk everybody through of how to work with somebody or work with the energy of how to shift things. in to create what it is that you actually want to create. And a lot of times we have to do that inner work energetically. And one of the ladies, she was like, I don't understand how that's going to shift the person that in my life that I'm having a problem with. How is me doing this inner work and doing work with them on the soul plane, how is that going to change the energy of this person or the situation? Well, she did the work. She did the energy work with the person, not actually physically talking to them, but talking to them when I walked her through the exercise that we do in the heart healing course. And it actually changed and shifted the energy of the person here in the physical. But she was trying to figure it out in her mind. How does that work? Because she wanted to do something, right? We're always thinking we want to do. But when we go into meditation and we do the inner work and we work with our guides and our angels, and we connect with people on a soul level, whether it's you can work with your loved ones who are here on the soul level. You can work with your angels and your guides on the soul level, your loved ones that have passed away. That's what I teach in my heart healing course. That's how you change things in the physical world. But a lot of times logically we're trying to figure it out and it doesn't make sense. It's like you want to actually physically do something, but the way to change your reality is to go within. It's about doing the work within first. And that is what is going to shift your outward experience. Okay. So that's what this is all about. Go within. I have a hair here, my long hair. Go within, and make time for that, because that's what's going to shift the outer experience. It's like we're always thinking, well, if I could get somebody to do this, if I could get somebody to do that, if I could, if they would just listen to me. Nope. Go within and do your work first and heal, clear up, release, get rid of, stuck energy. Free yourself, forgive yourself, forgive other people, do that work. That's what's going to shift and bring in what you actually want to bring in. And that is not an easy thing to do, but that's where we're at in Scorpio. And once you do it, I mean, you're going to feel the shift. You're going to feel it. Interesting. Okay. So the card is the power of prayer. The power of prayer. And it says surrender. Surrender, believe, affirm, and release. Release what no longer serves you and believe that anything is possible. I love that. That's beautiful. All right. With that, I'm going to leave you and I will see you next time. I'm sending you all so much love and so much light. Please let me know how this reading has helped you. And also don't forget about birthdays on the Facebook page. On my Facebook, you can comment, "It's my birthday" on the day of your birthday. Please don't text me. Please don't email me. Please don't reach out to me in any other way. On Facebook, you can go ahead and say, "It's my birthday" on the card of the day, and I will pull a card for you. Okay. And if I don't get it, I will always get it to you, but sometimes I'm not posting until later in the day because I had a really busy day. So always go back and look because you will always get a card. And if for some reason I forgot, reach out to me the next day and say, "Hey, it was my birthday, a couple days ago." That's fine. I will pull a card for you. All right. And tell anybody else as well, because I will pull cards for them if they post it on the page. I'm sending you so much love and I will see you in a couple of weeks. Have a wonderful day. And I love you.